Alright. We are live on my end.
Alright. Normally takes me a second to even see it. Oh, excuse me. Fuck.
Bless you.
Alright, I think we're good to go.
Yeah.
That being said, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Briefing Room, 13th MU podcast, hosted by your lovely command staff. I am Captain Takeda Hideyoshi, company commander and Apollo platoon leader.
I am Captain Dubs, the commanding officer of Tuma.
I am Senior Chief White. I am head of the trauma element.
I'm Master Sergeant Ace, admin enlisted advisor.
Machina is down in Chow Hall.
Machina is here.
Hello. I'm in a game of ranked, but we're up 2-0, so we're about to win this.
Hell yeah, brother. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll on deafen when I'm done.
Alright, very cool.
Not very long.
He was locked in.
He is locked in mid-ranked siege match.
Gotta love it, man. All these little jits.
Jeez.
With that being said, some of you may have noticed we're missing out on some members tonight. We're missing Second Lieutenant Soccer and First Sergeant Cyber. Cyber's getting off of work, and Soccer is doing homework because he is big college boy. Support. Oh, what the hell does he go to?
Charlotte.
Yeah, support Charlotte. Buy NFL whatever 20th game that's out, and you'll see his character.
NCAA 25.
Yeah, NFL China. Let's go.
You're China.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Alright, well, been a long week. I loved dealing with school and FAFSA, going from owing 10,000 to 20,000 to them owing me 1,300. But you know, this is America. I don't know, but it's a good time. How's everybody else's week going?
It's been hectic for me.
Yeah. With all the WoW stuff going on, right?
Oh yeah, WoW and work.
Oof.
Yeah.
Still short on what is it, like managers and shit? Whatever's going on with that, or?
No, we had one server quit last week. Before her shift even started, and we didn't even replace her shift, so I had to pick up quite a few of them. And then Wednesday, Thursday last week, I was at Bash the Bay, which is a country music festival.
Oh yeah, I saw the pictures for that.
That's in the middle of fucking Lake Erie. Dude, the funny thing is, so the first night, Jelly Roll was the headliner.
Yeah.
When he was leaving the island, the Coast Guard pulled him over.
What? They just wanted that autograph.
Yeah, they pulled his ass over. They said it was for a safety check. But
sure
yeah.
It was.
Yeah. And then
to make sure that his cheeks were safe, man, you know, like.
And then the second night was Hardy. And oh my god, both shows were fucking amazing.
I don't know who any of those people are. Well, I know what Jelly Roll is. I don't know what Artie is.
Dubs, you've heard the song "Wait in the Truck"?
I don't listen to country music, so.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's not
never
a
mind.
country boy.
But anyways, it's they're really good shows. If you get a chance to see them, I would suggest you see them both.
My exposure to Jelly Roll is the song he did with Falling in Reverse, and that's it.
No, it's you need to listen to some of his other shit. It's all really good. Even his older shit before he became a country artist.
You know, you're not the first person to tell me that. I might have to dip the toe, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Like, because before he became a country artist, he was a rapper.
Yeah, I knew that. Then he went to prison or something.
Well, he went to prison and came out and was an artist. But yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I got back, WoW's expansion got released for the people who bought the Epic Edition, so we had a 3 or 4 day advance access before everybody else. So
Yeah, early
he was
access.
doing all that stuff, and it's been nuts trying to learn all these new dungeons and learn a new character I haven't played in like 6 years. So yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
And then teaching Dubs how to play.
Yeah, he has been doing that.
I've been trying to get into it, but I don't know. I couldn't. It's not a bad game. It's just, I guess it's just not my kind of game. I don't know. When I played it, I was trying to. Haley was trying to play it, but like, maybe it wasn't the best first interaction in the game because like, she's very emotional. So.
So the best way to get into the game is to play with friends. Like, yes, you can play the game solo and stuff like that, but if you're with friends, it is so much better because you can form groups for dungeons and stuff like that so much easier. You don't have to deal with randoms.
Mm-hmm.
We are all done.
Well, Machina.
Hello.
Oh, how about you introduce yourself? Rank, name, position, what you do.
I am Lance Corporal Machina. I am the team leader for Blackjack, 1-1. And I just kill people.
Fair enough.
In game.
In game,
in-game,
not in real life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. In Arma 3,
This
of
is,
course.
this is a video game. FBI agent, thank you.
Everything
Oh.
I'm talking about is in game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good. All right. With that being said, welcome to the podcast, and also from your personal experience, what episodes have you seen, if any at all, or what questions might you have that you're curious for us to kind of get into?
I do have a question.
Oh boy.
I would like to do nighttime trainings.
Oh.
I feel like that would help. So, in my experience, when we do night ops, it's already hard enough to keep track of everybody, and it makes it way harder doing it at night when you can't really see as much. So I think training in that environment would definitely help for when we have to operate in that environment. If that would be possible.
You know, he brings up a valid point. I think in my nearly 2 years here, we've had like a plethora of night ops, but just to a very quick thinking back of 2 years worth of time, I can't think of a time where we actually did a night training.
Holy shit.
Right?
I'm thinking about it right now. I don't even. I don't think we've ever.
I think it was
I hate.
actually, like,
I hate night ops, so that's probably why it was like
Same.
so easily forgotten. Yeah, for me, night ops hurt my frame rate so bad.
I just don't like the fucking dark.
Yeah,
Ace is
everything
scaled.
just looks the same. Like
Everything's green.
everything's green. I'm just sitting there hating my life. Just like real MVGs. Real MVGs suck cock. But
I wonder what Bandit sees.
Oh
he
my
probably
God.
sees brown dookie because he's colorblind or something. I don't know. You know, there have been, as much as I hate it, there has been a higher fascination with doing night operations. So I might have to actually look into conducting more night ops, night trainings. Now that I think really think about it. But holy shit, I just can't believe we haven't done one. I don't think we've done one ever. I don't think we've ever. I think the closest the unit has ever come is when Navarez would punish people by dropping them somewhere random on the map and making them figure out where they are with a map and compass. And that was it.
Ooh, very well.
Land navigation. So you had to learn land markers and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. But damn, gonna have to look into that one.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
I blame Master.
Yep, Ace, it's your fault.
Yep.
And
Shouldn't
then,
have brought it up.
one more question.
Mm-hmm.
When can we expect unit operations on Roblox?
No.
Yeah. Never.
It's actually crazy. Have you seen any of the TikToks?
Oh, I've seen them and it looks like dog shit.
I mean, for a vlog game, that looks pretty good, in my opinion.
There's no reason. There's just
I
no
know.
reason to get Roblox
Yeah.
when Arma 3 exists, dude. There's just no fucking reason.
It's free.
You're that broke you can't buy a $20 game.
Ooh.
It's
Can't
not $20 now?
can't give a little sloppy. You know, just get a game real quick.
$20 is $20. I've had to do some things, nothing crazy like that, but
Whoa, what?
nothing. I said nothing crazy like that. Like you
Cap,
were
in my
saying.
situation, I can't afford a $20 game.
But you've done
Bro.
stuff.
But you've done butt stuff.
I have not.
That's
Well,
great.
you were in the Navy.
Oh, in the
Oh.
Navy.
Stand Navy out to sea.
Oh, boy.
Y'all lucky I don't have my normal Discord abilities.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Mr. Elway,
No.
boy.
No beans for your turkey basting, boy. All right. Well, with that being said,
Well,
let's face the fear turkey and head over to Dubs.
All right. We can do that. Da, da, da. How are decisions made within the command staff? Is it a democratic process, or are decisions made by a specific leader?
So
Mm.
this one, it just depends on the situation. Like if it comes like medical stuff, it's pretty much left up to me to decide. Like I ask for everybody's opinion, but it's still I make the final say on saying the stuff. Just because nobody else in command wants to deal with medical stuff. But if it's for like betterment of the unit, it's usually democratic, like okay, let's who's for it, who's against it type thing. But we always debate the pros and cons of everything.
Yeah, I think when it comes to higher level decisions with regards to that, if it's referencing a specific area, then one or two people generally are like the subject matter experts, like White said. If it's related to cat medical or anything that relates to Corman, then it goes through him. If it's airframe or otherwise Tuma related, it goes through me and Soccer. But unit wide things, it's usually just a discussion, for, against, and why, and then kind of just come to a decision.
Yeah, I agree. I think it, well, I know for a fact that it comes down to the situation and whatever the question is, 100%. Because I am not a subject matter expert on Tuma. I am not a subject matter expert on the Corpsman. So, I'm not going to go out of my way to try and override decisions to stroke my own ego for stuff that has nothing to do with me, which is why those areas of command exist. Otherwise, they wouldn't be a part of command staff, right?
Well, up until probably what, a year ago. Was it a year ago you got your command staff full minus what, 2 positions?
About a year and a half ago, yeah. Yeah, because the unit's command staff's still missing out on a company RO and a XO, but no rush. I think at the end of the day, there's an understood mix that if I wanted to, I could issue an override, but I choose not to because why grind against the gears when the gears can just work together? You create a better outcome and a better command staff that way. And honestly, I think that's what makes us superior to other units. At least other units' command staffs on that specific point. Because you'll have units where the CO is like, nah, I don't like it. I'm better than you, I'm the CO, blah, blah, blah. Shut it down.
Yeah.
And versus here where it's like, alright, well, fucking dubs, I don't fly planes. How do we fucking... how do we solve this problem? Because I don't know the answer. And that's also why I don't have like flight quals. I don't have like corpsman quals. I don't have it for a reason. Is so that there's always going to be a purpose for y'all and your NCOs to be instructors. I don't want to be a subject matter master at everything. I like having that divvied up COC, and I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll do it, right? But the unit hasn't ever been in a place like that in years now, so here we are.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's pretty fair to say that we're at an advantage compared to some other units. Not all of them, because I mean, there's probably units that have been around for a lot longer than we have who probably do the same or similar than what we do. But
it's like less than 1%.
Yeah, I think like just thinking about the units the units that we've interacted with personally, we're like miles better than them when it comes to that.
There is one exception. Any ideas that Ace has automatically get shot down by everybody.
Damn.
Yeah, don't message Ace about change. Go start tweaking.
His brain will short circuit.
While we're still on the topic, everybody, welcome to First Aren't. Give your greetings, your intro, First Aren't. Smelly bean.
Greet yourself.
I'm trying to fix my fucking vacuum.
You're jerking your vacuum. What the
I'm trying
hell?
to fix it. I don't know what the hell. I don't know
Dude,
what
the
has
Claymore
happened to it.
broke?
God damn it,
Yeah,
Toby.
apparently.
Toby.
Well, it's missing one of its vacuum bits. I don't know why. So.
Yeah.
Nor
Unit's
can
official
I find
mascot
it
is Cyber's dog. There you go.
We call him Toby Roan.
Toblerone. Toblerone.
Staff Sergeant. Toby. Toby. Or that's what, I don't know, that's what Tyler, when he made his little dog tag, and put him as a staff sergeant.
God damn.
Hell yeah.
Honorary SNCO.
Man.
Mission, how does it feel to be outranked by a dog?
That's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That's literally like
I
3/4 of
didn't
the unit. What are
say-
you talking about?
Ace, I was drinking a soda when you said that. Almost.
Disrespectful.
Why you gotta do that, man, like that?
Ace.
Oh.
Cyber, did you want to hear the question again, or?
Yeah, what was the question?
How are decisions made within the command staff? Is it a democratic process, or are decisions made by a specific leader?
It's a good question. I mean, usually it's democratic, but obviously CO can overturn anything he kind of wants. Like, it's designed that way. It works pretty well that way. a yes and no, I guess.
Fair.
I'm not sure.
For reference, like White and myself said that, if it's decisions that are solely focused on either Corman or Tuma, that it usually goes through us, but general unit-wide things, it's kind of a conglomerate.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, I would say.
Cool beans.
Sorry, I don't have a lot to put on that because I feel like you only kind of need one answer, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of already been talked about and said.
Hey, firm on that, brother.
Yes, sir. I'm kind of curious, Machina, what's the perspective on the junior enlisted's ground view of command staff when it comes to unit operations, admin, or ops? Is it talked about? Do y'all ever get curious? Do you think more could be done? What do you see and hear down on the enlisted levels?
Personally, I'm not too concerned about it. I give input when I can, but I think you guys are doing awesome. I mean, I don't know. I like this unit. I enjoy it. I think y'all are doing great. But I don't really hear much down here.
Yeah. The main reason why we ask you that is because we're detached from the junior people.
Yeah.
It's a good and bad thing because it shows the COC works, but also at the same time is, there's gonna be a point where like if we get like to 100 people, I mean you're talking about detached. We're gonna like see people where we're gonna be like, who the fuck are you?
Right?
And we're kind of already almost at that point because I'll see people who are like privates or PFC and be like, I feel bad because I'm like, yeah, what is it like your first or second week? They're like, nah, sir, I've been here for like 3 months, and it's just like, oh shit, that's my bad.
I'm getting to that point because like with me being on LOA, there's like people I seen chats like, who the hell is this person?
And then there's me who sees all of them.
S1 head.
Fucking S1.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's a lot of people to keep track of, I tell you.
Yeah, I mean, we have a whole shop dedicated to it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say this. Me and Bison were talking earlier today. We have 5 more infantrymen than we do corpsmen. That's it.
You're almost one to one on corpsmen and infantry.
No.
Yeah, with Blackjack and Comanche, there's 20 people. And corpsmen with Spicy is 15.
Damn, you're demoted. All right. Next.
Let's see here.
So many fucking corpsmen.
I know.
Fuck.
Tell you
So
what,
many of us don't know what to do with everyone.
you'll never,
That's literally a whole dude. You could make third squad. You could make demon just appear.
Yes, I could.
Fuck me, bro.
Alright, that's it. No more corn.
No,
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
can't do that.
I'll have a platoon of corpsmen. We'll actually have a battalion base station. Like fuck. All right, corpsmen. You get your own fallen area.
Jeez. Own fallen area. Own like brief debrief.
Yeah. All right, they're going in. Don't let them die. Dismiss.
Shit.
That's pretty much what all my briefings are. Like before ops, it's all right. We're doing this. You guys are with these people.
Don't die.
Don't die. Make sure your radio's working. If I call you, I want you to get hold of me quickly. That's it. Go.
Ready, break.
Yep. If there's any issues, let me know.
Oh, brother. What an interesting concept. The idea of having too many corpsmen.
Yeah, I honestly never thought we would
Happened
have
before.
that issue. Since I've been in charge of corpsmen, we've never had that issue. We've always had not enough corpsmen.
I remember back when corpsmen used to always like line up in 2 lines in formation. This was like on NAM.
I remember.
I wasn't here.
I remember when y'all only had 4.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember when we only had 3.
Like, yeah, 3 assigned, 3 present. Oh boy.
There was a time when, in the beginning of the unit, we actually had like a lot more corpsmen than infantry in the very beginning of the unit. Like, we actually had, I think, 8 corpsmen at its peak. Hyde was the chief, and they like, I don't know why, but for like 4 months straight, they all showed up every single week. So we always had 9 fucking corpsmen, just every single time. So like, there wasn't a guarantee for infantry, but there was a guarantee for the corpsman side. And I'm just wondering if it's the fucking, excuse me, if it's like, because a part of me always has to circle back to like, is it a problem? Like, do we just not have a good infantry program that keeps people invested? Or do we just run into that many shitheads that people just can't be on our active? Or if it's just bad luck, you know? Because it's always the question that command staff has to constantly think about is like, all right, what are we doing wrong that we need to try to correct, but not overcorrect? Because if we overcorrect, we could potentially hurt the people who are already here and already active with overcorrection.
Right.
It's just always been like a weird dichotomy between all the elements in the unit, because being combined arms is really cool until you have to do combined arm shit without one of the arms. So it was close for a hot minute.
Or without
with
one
Tuma.
of the legs.
Yeah.
Get done.
I mean, like, Tuma had, 3 or 4 dudes consistent for like half a year, and then Corpsman Tuma exploded in fucking these people, not even just in number, but in sheer quality of people. Like, these are all really good people,
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's the really weird part, because like, you could have, the unit has had a platoon's worth of people before, but they were all fucking shitbags. We have half of a platoon's worth of people on the ground side, but they're actually decent quality, humans who aren't fucking shitters for the most part. You get your 1s and 2s, but overall, S2's job is barely light work until it isn't.
I'll say, like, the quality of corpsmen, I've always held a high standard for corpsmen, just because it was my job, and that has translated over to the trainings that we do. Like, when we do the trainings, we dick around a lot, but we have fun doing it, and I make the trainings fun. Like, what other element do you get to shoot each other and blow each other up and then fix each other up?
Command.
Well, that's besides the point.
My beads.
I'm talking about the other, like, Blackjack doesn't do it, Comanche doesn't do it, Tumal doesn't do it. Unless Tumal has, like, firefights in the sky with each other.
Only sometimes, and it's usually when we're doing like a rotary or fixed wing qual.
Blue.
Do a rotary and fixed wing qual, and I'll take over our enemy op for aircraft and fight the person taking the qual.
Yeah, and then like Bison's doing this Anastasia thing for the corpsmen to work on teamwork and camaraderie and stuff.
Yeah.
And I will say this, Bison has fucking done a lot without me asking. I mean, like, he'll
Great and concerning.
yeah, like he'll ask me about, like, he'll ask me, hey, for the Anastasia thing. He asked me for permission to do it. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. That's fine with me. I won't be a part of it because I've got other stuff going on. I'd like to, but I'm a really busy guy.
Yeah, if you're feeling froggy, then go for it.
Yeah. Anything you want to do, anything you think will help the corpsman be better, more power to you. Go ahead, do it. You have my blessing.
By all means.
I just keep adjusting to them. I don't want you to get burnt out. Don't do too much. Don't. We've had people real gung ho like you before, and they burn out within 2 or 3 months, and I don't want to see that happen. So I always tell them, pace yourself, cut back a little bit. You don't have to do everything.
As long as he understands that, then, you know.
Just
Or
bake
if
his
he can,
beans.
or, you know, he realizes before he's getting burnt out that he's starting to get burnt out, then go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of burnout, Sheena, we gotta finish your damn leadership pipeline.
Yeah, I'm in the process of studying right now. I'm just trying to get my notes together and then see how I would go about answering questions and all that. But yeah, I'm about ready to take that board and get it done with.
Speaking of Bison, so the new pipeline, we had the addition of the written test as part of the revamp of the pipeline, and Bison took his today. First person in the pipeline to take it. He passed with a 90.
Damn, that's not bad.
No.
Does it so for those questions? Does it auto generate different sets every single time? Like it's not the same
No, so
set number, or
I built the quizzes or the tests, but
Yeah.
the way I have them set up is every time you send that link to someone, it shuffles the questions.
oh sick.
So, you know, you can pass out we'll say, test number 1 to 3 different people. They'll have their own links to the quiz, and each person, it's going to be the same questions, but they're going to be, all 3 of them are going to be in different orders. It shuffles it every time. You generate that share link, yeah.
Man, it's fucking good thing. Machina he got the GI. He got grandfathered into it, so
Yeah.
he passes that for now. But I do think it'll be interesting. I think something that Command has tossed around every now and then with this new template out. I think a retest period for all NCOs is not a bad idea, just to keep them fresh on the mind. I feel like it's not a super long test either. Like if you just know your shit, you're just boop, 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 boop. You just go right on through.
So yeah, they have
You want to do it?
a 30-minute time limit. Bison finished it with 10 minutes to spare.
See, like if you study your shit and you know your shit, you're Gucci. And you got a 90. That's not bad.
Yep.
Not at all.
If we're wanting to do requal stuff, in our first quarter, we do actual requals for a lot of our heavier, courses. Would you want to set it up in like quarter 3? Is like written requal or retest? So we're not having, because if we do it in the same quarter 1 is going to be absolutely slammed with admin work.
It's either
No,
quarter 3 or
yeah.
quarter
So
4.
I think it'd be like once every 6 months or once every year. I think it would be fine. You know what I mean?
Guess
So,
I gotta
like,
crank
when
out
we-
more tests.
When we normally do it, yeah. And if we need to generate more questions, I can sit down and help you with that, because we've got a total of what, like 100, 150?
Yeah, I mean-
something like that.
We also can Yeah, I think we right at like
Be right back.
120. And then we have 2 tests developed right now with random answers. We just need to develop more tests. Which honestly is easy. I mean, I can just get ChatGPT to do that. I can give Chat, because I pay for the 4.0, so I can give ChatGPT our word bank, our test bank document, and say, from this, from this question bank, I need a 50 question test, and it'll give me a random 50 questions. I'll just make it.
Sometimes it's really good, like it's really really good, and then other times it can be really dumb. Like it'll give you like 3 of the same questions almost back to back, and you're just like, you damn fucking AI.
So, yeah, it does that sometimes when it's developing the test bank, but we already have the test bank. So literally, I'm just using ChatGPT to intake a shit ton of questions and just select random ones.
Yeah.
And you could tell it like non-repeating questions, stuff like that. You just got to put in some keywords here and there, ChatGPT, it's a pretty good AI, but sometimes you have to tell it specifically what you want.
It's not very
sure.
sure.
Like, I know one time when I was developing it, I told it, like, I need this many, questions with 4 possible answers and correct answer boldened. That's what I told it. And it would give me a question, 4 answers, and all of them right next to it just had correct answer in bold. I'm like, that's not what I mean. No.
You gotta be real literal with the system sometimes. I want to say I think people need to just, I don't know. This kind of comes into one of those other things of admin where like people don't like doing paperwork, and I'm like, homie, I have nothing against people using ChatGPT. Like, literally use it, and just use the AI program. Like, if you need to write an AAR or a debrief or a recon report, slap that bitch in ChatGPT, read over it so it's right and not like AI mumbo jumbo. Correct what you need to correct, and then submit it. I have nothing against it so long as it's correct and not fucking. It's all because it does 90% of the work. You just need to go in and correct it, and that's it. But if you're too lazy to do that, then it's like, all right, come on.
I think one time I just slapped our template in there, and I asked it to write an AAR, and I think it gave me the raid on Osama bin Laden's little hideout. I'm so dead ass.
It was like, yeah, I guess you guys.
Okay, hold on. But also, hold on, pause. You just gave it the template and told it to write an AAR, and it have no knowledge of what we did at all.
Yeah, well, I know I wasn't gonna get anything like that. I just was curious to see what would happen.
A lot of the intel drops that y'all get from like interrogations and stuff like that. So like the last interrogation like printout that we got from the guy on Snake Island, that was ChatGPT. I said, hey, write a transcript of a PLA officer getting interrogated by a redacted CIA agent. Like, it's gonna go through this, and this. This is the information I want him to reluctantly give, and he gets fucking capped at the end.
That's
and like
crazy.
that's what it did. It gave me that whole little script.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah.
I use it for all my homework.
Oh, so do I.
You lost your scholarship.
I don't have a scholarship.
Bum, bum.
I'm about to start
No,
using. I'm about to
Yeah, I'll be right back. So keep it going.
Yeah.
I'm about to start using-
Cyber, actually, while we're waiting, Machina brought something up earlier in reference to night ops, which actually will lead into my next question once Yoshi gets back. But he was bringing up how if in the event that night ops are going to be more frequent in the upcoming months possibly doing night trainings?
I think it definitely would be a good idea. The problem is that it is just simply a lot far, like, kind of in between, I guess. Oh, and the reason why that is a lot of when I think of nighttime ops and stuff, I guess in my own mind, I think of like clandestine shit, you know. Whereas in a normal force, against a normal force that we're used to engaging, right? Militia forces, taxan forces, sub-peer forces, like, it's a rarity to see enemies with NVGs. So yeah, obviously we would maybe look into doing more nighttime ops. However, with the PLA, they are a peer force, you know, in our campaign. So like doing that doesn't gain us any advantage, and I would say actually removes some advantages we would have when it comes to our support assets. As in, like, we no longer can mark our position with colored smoke. Can't see colored smoke. We no longer can, you know, we don't have light on the horizon to be able to pick up air targets rather than just radar pings, right? So you start to lose some of your early warning capabilities when you start going up against a peer force at night. Now, absolutely, if it wouldn't have gotten stale, we would have done a night op every op through like the militia incursion and stuff like that, because, well, they can't see us, but we could see them. Why would we not do that, you know? And then even stepping out of the realm of like actual military tactics and stuff and talking about now the video game, do y'all really just want to walk through each op and be able to just dome piece people who can't see you? Like, that would get boring really quick, I think. So we don't do a lot of night ops because usually it does give us a lot of advantage, and that makes the game too easy. Hell, I throw just about everything I can without completely crippling the server now, and people say it's too easy. So I don't, you know, it's one of those things where like it's hard to balance.
Yeah, for sure. Here and there, it's good.
Yeah, I like to keep night ops as like a nice little treat that you look forward to. Like, oh, we get to do something kind of different, you know?
Oh, we get to use the AC-130.
Well,
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Oh, man. Which leads into my next question. Machina, you can have some input on this there, bud.
Alright.
How do you approach and plan for night operations? What unique challenges do night missions present, and how do you overcome them?
Do I go first?
Yeah, we'll go bottom up.
Ouch. But, alright. Well, if we're fighting a near peer force or a peer force, obviously there are some concerns. Light discipline. Can't really use strobes unless you take contact. You don't want to give away your position, so you have to make sure everyone is on the same track or on the same page. With that, it makes it way harder to keep track of your guys. You have to utilize your tablet and the Galaxy phone way more. Makes the PIDing friendly. It's very hard with Japanese and the PLA. It's very hard sometimes to tell. Like last stop, we were rolled up on these dudes and they were at a recon post and we couldn't tell for a good like 15-20 seconds who they were. But thankfully they didn't see us, so I guess it's way harder and there's way more planning, I guess you could say.
Hell yeah. White.
Honestly, Corman really haven't trained for night ops because we haven't had any. But when it comes to like recons and stuff like that, there's not really much of a difference. You got somebody down, you get them back up.
Ace.
I think a lot of what Machina was saying. Definitely a lot more caution within our movements and actions. Identifying what's around you is also important, like he was saying too. I mean, we shouldn't hit a lot of the main points. Just trying to think of stuff that maybe he didn't hit. I can't think of anything right now. He kind of got it all.
For Tuma, Night Ops and Tuma, man. It can either go really well or really, really poorly. And there's generally no in between. Flying through night vision isn't terrible, but definitely when you're in the targeting pod, night vision or thermals through the targeting pod, especially at night, or thermals at night especially, can get kind of dicey, because there's a fine line, like 50 meters worth of a fine line where you're in thermals and you can either see every blessed thing or you can't see jack shit, no matter how much you play with your view distance. Thermal vision is never really 100% reliable. And then, night vision comes with its own challenges as well. But I mean, we adapt and overcome. Night ops are always fun because depending on the environment and the situation and any other type of factors that might come into play, that's when the AC-130 gets to come out and play. So yeah, Cyber.
I think maybe we do need to look into getting an actual training system and stuff for nighttime operations, because especially when it comes to the infantry movement side of the things has to be different. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. So you really have to start worrying more about skylining and stuff like that, especially if it's low light and it's not fully nighttime. If you have the lighted region of the sky behind you and you skyline, it's very, very bad. So easy to see. And then you have what y'all both have said, laser and light discipline. Deciding whether it is more beneficial to stay covert or be able to not get hit by your support elements, right? So you have to walk that line as well. It's definitely a tricky one to kind of go in and train on. But I do feel that, if we put out something like that, our guys have not failed before on a night mission, so I don't really worry about it too much. it seems like our squad leads and fire team leads have enough knowledge to be able to carry individuals through that kind of element relatively with ease.
Hell yeah. Boss in the chat. Mickey gets
I'm
bullied.
back, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mickey does get bullied. The Chinese are fucking ruthless, man. Especially against our armor. Dude, they pose such a threat. I think what we need to do is have a night op and then just like destroy our men so we have reason to train them. There you go. I'm kidding.
Yikes.
Okay.
Yeah, because what Cyber says is like valid though, because like, you know, I guess why train them up on something they haven't failed before? But I mean, I can see both ways. You know, I'm just playing devil's advocate kind of shit, I suppose. Pulling a Yogi, based on what I heard.
Yogi.
Yeah.
All right. Moving right along. What qualities do you look for in potential members that align with the unit's values?
Follow the rules. That's it.
Yeah, man, that's
Surprisingly, that's really difficult. Like, it really comes back to like just not being a shit human like a human. I don't know how any other way to put that. Like, I can't be racist. I can't talk about politics. Like,
No, you can't.
I can't ask for the women in the unit dick pics. I can't send it to them. Like, huh? Yeah, I don't know. When I break a rule, I actually get in trouble. Too hardcore. Too serious.
too much meal for my sim, you know what I mean?
I agree with those rules until I broke them. So.
Yeah. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
But you agreed to these. Yeah? So then you understand these. Yes. So you know that you did wrong. Oh, but I didn't do anything wrong.
Did it really be like that?
Oh, jeez.
It's like the Patrick picking up the wallet meme.
That's not my wallet.
Yeah. It's not my wallet. Yeah. It really is, dude. That's, yeah. Honestly, make it a meme right now. We're gone.
Make it a meme. Make it a meme.
What's your view on it, Machina? You shitbag E3.
Oh, I absolutely am. I try my hardest to just make y'all's job as hard as I can.
That's what I'm talking
Absolutely.
about.
At least you're
That's
honest.
my job
Hell
because
yeah.
when I get promoted, I'm gonna have actual, like, way more responsibility than what I have even now. So I'm gonna enjoy it while I can.
That's probably why Anderson hasn't promoted.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that I think
Right
about it,
here.
that's probably why he hasn't promoted.
Right here, you get
Working
leadership,
at the phone, bro.
and you get the benefits, and you get a little bit of the downsides of it. But when you hit corporal, it changes. You can't
That's
be
when
a
you
little a-hole
matter.
anymore.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. No, you matter now.
It's a different way. It's a different format of mattering versus like previously, where in respect, the higher rank you go, you have more power, authority, blah blah blah. The reality of it is the punishments and the amount of eyes on you is more, and there's a higher expectation of your ability to lead, operate, and train. So, you know, when Cyber and them fuck up, Cyber, Ace, White, whoever, it's my job to enforce those regulations on them, which sucks. If the staff NCOs fuck up, it's Ace and Cyber's job, and White. Rarely White should get involved, but it's one of those, like, they fucked up enough, senior chiefs could be like, all right, check this out.
I get involved, you know you fucked up.
Yeah,
I want you
everyone
all-
loves Senior Chief until they don't.
I want everybody to take eyes to my collar right now. And then and it's the trickle down, man. Like if the NCOs fuck up, the staff NCOs, they're gonna be on your ass, and it's shit rolls downhill kind of deal. And as leaders, you got to be able to do all those things required of you, and yet at the same time, you also have to be like, because there's one thing for sticking by the rules and regs and understanding the interpretations and enforcements of them, but there's also understanding the human caring nature of your people and understanding where you need to draw those limits for certain people, and just sometimes sit down and talk to them, see how they're doing, how's their family, how's their mental health. That's real shit that matters, here at least. A lot of other units, it's just yeah, go fucking cry in a corner. But I mean, fuck, we hold a whole ceremony for a buddy of ours who committed the a shitty thing.
You can say the word suicide.
Yeah.
Normalizing saying that word makes it easier for people to talk about.
Yeah. I guess it's one of those, I don't like saying it, just, I don't know. I always preferred what we've said before, which was he lost to the ideations of his own mindset, and just feels more official, formal that way, I guess. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you got to care for your people, because is it Arma? Is it Milsim? Do we teach you? We teach y'all real leadership shit. This is shit that is applicable in the real world. You just take the military context out of it, and you'll find that you'll have people in the workplace, if you're a manager and you operate on the spectrum of being a genuine leader and not a boss, the productivity of your in-house shit is going to go up by, I'd say, a lot. Honestly, that would be your biggest takeaway, Machina, from everything that you've gone through in the pipeline. Taking care of your people is the most important aspect to anything that you will ever do. All right, I got my TED Talk in. Got to get the annual one in, right? Every fucking podcast. Bring it full circle.
100%. All right, next question.
Yeah, Dubs. Real. Damn, airman. Air balls.
Come on, man. He used to be Air Force. He's used to not having to work.
Valid. Dubs, are you there?
Yeah, I'm back. Fucking kids.
Beat him.
Fucking
Hit
kid.
him with a stick.
Fucking
Tell him you're the
kids.
boss.
Fucking puppy trying to eat shit.
You're the boss. Just beat him.
Oh man.
Don't listen to that machine. But yeah.
Hey.
Drop a bomb on Machina. Got it.
Oh, hey, firm.
No. Just have
Yeah.
Shadow run the laser in his pocket again.
Oh, dude. Not again.
I think I left my laser pocket.
Uh-oh.
Or get captured like, Alpaca or
Alpaca.
Woods.
Let's see.
Wait, Woods got captured?
Woods got captured and then his person got executed because he had to go away. I
Yeah.
killed him off in the story.
He got captured a
White
second
wasn't
time.
here for that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
why?
right.
So you remember Entity 7 in our last book, right?
Yeah.
So his capture and how we found them is how we learned that Entity 7 was also involved in the Russian invasion of Jutland. Or Namf, as y'all remember it.
Yep.
Yeah, I captured him, and then they found a patrol, kind of in and around this small, just one bedroom building. Took some fire from them. They moved in to clear the building, and Woods is sitting in there, tied up to a chair, with a note in his in his jacket, and there's just his blood just everywhere in that room. As in, I can't remember who found it, but it described like he described it as like that man has no more blood in his actual body.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he was
Price?
butchered.
Yeah.
And that's
It
how
was
we
Damn.
either
learned.
Sluggo, Price, or it was a Corman. I'm pretty sure it was a Corman at
Yeah.
the time.
And that is how we learned that Entity 7 was present on Nath.
Those all mysterious people.
Not very friendly.
No, not at all.
They did not want the cheese tax.
Alrighty. How has leading this unit impacted you personally? What have been the most rewarding and challenging aspects of your leadership journey?
Some nights I can't sleep.
To go talk about my mental health to my chaplain.
Wait, what was the question, Dubs?
How has leading the unit impacted you personally? What has been the most rewarding and challenging aspects of your leadership journey?
Oh, you mean the thousands of panic attacks I've had?
It's difficult up here, man. Like I think we're all very cool and collected people, which is probably one of the attributes that Yoshi looks for. Like maybe not as a forefront, but definitely a like secondary thing, like a subconscious, I guess he looks for. And that is people that can keep their head on straight in stressful situations, because it's stressful, man. We make it look like it's not. It's stressful up here. You have, what's our average per op now? 38
4.
to 45, somewhere in there.
Oh, that means.
Like, all those people that show up every weekend are reliant on us to make something enjoyable for them to hang out with. Like, that's a lot of pressure, man. That's a lot of people relying on you, you know? So it gets, I think it's a lot more challenging than it is rewarding. However, when it is rewarding, it's really good. You know what I mean? Like it is nice to be able to look back and be like, man, all right, cool. We came together as a 6-person team. Uh-oh. Yeah, 6-person team, and put this thing together for 50 people online. That's a pretty big feat to do, especially to do every weekend. So it's one of those things where, like, yes, it's very stressful. It is also rewarding, but I break even on enjoyment versus stress. I do a solid breaking even.
All the fucking, it always seems like, well, not always, but there have been numerous times where just something in the unit catches fire and we just have to be there, and it typically always happens at like 1 or 2 or 3 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
How many times have I said, what the fuck happens when I sleep?
Why is everybody in the CO's office or the command boardroom? It's 2 a.m. That's not good.
Fun fact, viewers, we don't allow White to sleep.
Yeah.
He
Pretty
hasn't slept in
A year and a half.
4 months, something like that.
Fucking White. All right, guys, I'm going to bed. I'll talk to you later. 30 minutes later.
30
Hey, guys,
minutes
I'm
later.
back.
Anytime he closes his eyes, we have like the loudest and most annoying alarm go off in his ear. That way, we're keeping him awake.
Yeah.
Shit.
We just
Ever since-
actively work with, like, his employer to make sure our schedules are exactly opposite each other, so there is no free time.
Yeah.
I-
Like, have you
I-
ever heard of the Russian sleep experiment? He's basically our subject.
So, I remember the day that I became platoon corpsman. I go to sleep, wake up. You know, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna check Discord just to see what's going on. 27 messages
Ugh.
Yeah,
from various people. Like
and I was
what
just
the
platoon level.
what the fuck is going on?
What happened?
I remember there was a point where if I didn't wake up before like 12 my time, I would have woken up with like 4 or 6 pings. Just not like messaging me or anything, just in general.
Because it'd
So,
be one of those like impassive, hey, shit's going on, so all the appropriate like chains are
yeah.
being notified and
At everyone, at NCO, at SNCO.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like, yeah, the pings are annoying, but I mean, we get shit handled quick though. Like, that shit does not rest.
Yeah,
Ain't no rest until it's figured out.
yeah,
So,
like the first day I became platoon corpsman, it was literally I was asleep an hour and a half when the ping started coming in. And
Ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. What the
I
fuck?
I woke up like 4 hours after that, and it's like, what the hell? Everybody was still online, and this is like 5 o'clock in the morning for me. I hop in like, what the fuck's going on?
There,
And
there,
everybody filled me in. It's like, what the fuck? Oh my god, dude.
there have been on numerous occasions where I finally just have to check out at like 3:30 in the morning. Like, man, figure it out, or we'll come back to this tomorrow or whatever, and I'll go to bed, and I'll wake up. I'll wake up at 10, 11 in the morning.
Yeah, we created 2 more docks, and now
No,
we
well, no,
changed
not
the
even, no,
feed
not
to
even
this
that,
and-
not even that. There'll be people left in the chat that I left when I went to bed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cyber's the main person.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm so bad about it. I can't just let stuff go. I have to fix things that need to be fixed.
Oh man. Glad to see we're all still here.
The gang's all here.
I haven't
Yeah,
slept.
Don't mind the thousands of mental breakdowns we've had.
Just come back into a voice chat and Cyber's just screaming. Like, okay, glad to see you. That's where we're at. Oh man.
Yes.
it really do be like that.
Sometimes people deserve it.
Oh, excuse me.
I think going back to the original question, leading Tuma specifically, both second in command to Riptide and now first in command. It's very rewarding to me to see not necessarily the growth in numbers that are in Tuma, because recently, like when Riptide left, we had I think like 8 or 9 solid people. But just to see, like, we're at 13 out of 15 slots filled. All but one are pilots. Revan is still in probation, but we have, at this current moment, we have 11 very good pilots. Like, nobody's lacking in any one certain area. Like, we're all on the same plane of quality, and it's rewarding to me to see Tuma operate in the capacity that it does.
I got a follow-up question on that. So you say you have 13 now, like, competent pilots. Why do you put them all on one plane?
Well, so we actually had that conversation this week where we sat down, myself, Soccer, Yogi, and Bandit were talking, and basically what's going to happen is from now on, if there's only one JTAC on, it's being limited to 6 airframes. So like fixed wing will start actually having 2 seats occupied. Helicopters will have 2 people in them. So we're at the point where we can operate 2-seater jets with 2 people.
Okay, but I think you missed the joke. It's okay. It's alright. Sorry.
Yeah, you're slow dumb too much.
Nuh-uh. That's it. Everything.
Jets are
Everything.
slow.
That's it. Everything that gets spawned's
The
getting blown up.
jets are slow.
No,
No,
no. Now I had to punish all.
They're faster. They're faster than the PLAs.
First bomb is going to Ace.
Fuck did I do?
But yeah.
No, you know what? Not even that. We're experimenting with the R9X Hellfire, the Hellfire with the fucking swords.
Yeah,
Oh,
you need to
God.
tell me how that's going, because like when you got it to where you're confident with it and you think it could be effective, I'll implement
excuse me.
it.
Yeah, it's going straight to Ace because it'll impact him without blowing. There's no explosive payload. It's all just kinetic energy.
Yeah, just like that
Nah.
mine he set off a couple months ago. Remember that one?
Let's see.
Dubs, just make sure I'm far away from that.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
I will say,
you don't have to be far.
You don't have to be because
There's
Ace
no
runs off
explosive
all the
ordnance.
time.
Oh, no, because
There's no vortex.
I don't want to be the corpsman that has to work on him if he survives it somehow.
I don't think you're gonna. That's not something you just walk away from.
Yeah,
I
see,
get-
look at that.
never.
Yep.
I literally never die when I'm not doing something important. As soon as I do something important, all the shit happens.
But
Yeah, see, Yogi's in the chat right now. Anything more than 6 airframes makes head hurt.
well,
Yogi,
that's too bad. Get another JTAC.
get a third one. Anderson, time to step up.
Anderson, you're demoted.
Or,
Alright,
chaotic.
So-
I don't know about Anderson. I like how he does arty stuff.
That, you know, that's
Alright,
fair.
so back to the question. I'll answer it for the corpsman.
Yeah, I'm done with it. Yeah, I'm good with like 2 month stuff.
So, for the last year and a half, except for like the last 3 months, I have had mental breakdowns. Like I'm serious about it because it was like, what am I doing wrong? Why can't I keep corpsman? And the rest of the command has like helped me out. Like, hey, it's not on you. It's not on you. It's just the way things roll. But now with what we have, the quality and the quantity, it's made it, in my opinion, it's made it worth it. If I wasn't comfortable with where we are at now, I would not be on LOA. So yeah, it's like from the time I took over till now, it's like wow. And with Keeper and Bison and Sluggo and Hyde, it's like I don't have to worry about everybody failing the op because Corpsman can't perform. Like I wasn't there last week and they only had 4 deaths with a mass cast situation that I guess was pretty bad. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like I've had mental breakdowns. I've lost a lot of sleep trying to like figure out how to train the people better. Because what, like a year and a half ago, we were having 15, like we were almost hitting death cap every op. And now,
Oh man, I remember that. Holy crap.
yeah, like we'd be like 1 or 2 away from cap, from the death cap. And then now we get a 4, 5 out of 20.
Yeah, I can start fixing that.
Shut up, no cyber.
I think it's a good balance. I think there's just less mistakes that also
Yeah.
are happening. Like, yeah, do people still like bunch up and shit? Like the small, minute mistakes, yeah. But like, it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. Because like, when people would do that shit, like, and when you're in that position for like 5, 10, 15 minutes, there's like, as a Zeus, it's like, all right, well, sadly, I have to make this a fucking teaching moment. Throw frag, like, you
It's like,
know.
yeah, like when everybody's bunched up and stuff, I'm running around telling people spread out, spread out, spread out, and I'm seeing my other corpsmen do it too without me even having to do it. Like my corpsmen have picked up on the stuff that I do to make things easier for everybody, and to make it harder for Zeus to kill multiple people. And I hate to say it, but I'm fucking damn. Well, I'm not. I don't hate to say it. I love to say it. I'm damn proud of my corpsman now.
Yeah, beat him with a stick.
No, no. The only person I want to beat with a stick is Ace.
Yeah, or Machina. Get him.
Because
Leave Ace alone.
Hey, do I even want to finish this pipeline? I'm gonna get beat every step of the way.
That's just part of your curriculum. You gotta learn.
All right.
the only,
It's called a learning experience.
You
The
know,
only
like in
reason
the hood in Chicago, you gotta get your lumps. You gotta get your lumps. That's all I'm
the,
saying.
the only reason why I beat Ace is because every op, if I'm attached to him or his fire team or whatever, I have to chase him down every fucking time.
Dude, he just runs to the battlefield. He's just like, "Ugh." He's like,
Yeah.
Daddy, take me, you know. And at
And
760,
it's
I'll
like-
find his cheeks.
He'd be like, "Hey, White."
Literally not
where
true.
you at?" He'd be like, "White, where you at?" I'm over
To
here.
be fair, I'm usually on the other end of that 762 round because I look around. I'm like, all right, he's too important. He's super. Oh, there's that beautiful scarred face. Stop moving. Stop moving one time. Just stop moving.
Yeah.
Come on, catch your breath. Catch your breath. Catch his lead.
Every time Ace calls me on the radio, I know he's hit, he's hurt, and he's fucking bleeding. And
Mag dump ace. Get one tap.
What damn? I'm getting helmet checks later in Tarkov. I already know. That's silence.
We're so cooked.
Oh,
yeah.
Better wear those bastions with a diamond helmet cover.
For real.
all right, just to let you guys know, I have to leave here in about 15 minutes.
All right. Let's get into the last question. Get the last question and spin the wheel, shall we?
Yeah, we'll be wrapping it up here. But yeah, let's get some questions.
Okay. How do you adapt your tactics and strategies to different in-game environments, such as urban versus rural settings?
Well, in urban environments, I just send the vehicles in first.
No, that's not
that
what we
was
do.
joke. That was
It
joke.
was a joke. It was a joke. Let's start with bottom up.
Machina, what do you do?
Ouch! Got me again.
Yeah, that's
No,
why
this
you're
is-
here.
This is what
Show me my place. Thank you.
Machina, we don't mean it like that.
I know. I'm
It's-
not. I'm,
No.
I'm messing with you.
Yeah, you
No.
hear that, Machina? You're a bottom.
I mean it like that.
Wait,
Ace.
no. Okay, Ace meant
Okay.
it a different way.
Wait a minute.
Oh, all right.
All right, moving
All
on.
right. Our DMs don't say that, Ace.
Oh,
Hey, yo.
wait a
well,
minute.
Fraternization?
All right, that is
Question
Title
mark?
9. Stand by.
Alrighty.
All right. Anyway, so, yeah, obviously, like moving from Takistan to the Pulau. I guess is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving from Takistan, with like the sand mud brick buildings where you can still kind of shoot through the walls, and then obviously there's some out there, but there's a lot more open terrain that you have to be mindful of, and so you can spread out more. And so now moving to Pulau, where there's a lot of trees and stuff, and you have to be mindful of getting too distant so you don't get too spread out or anything. And then it's a lot more, I guess it's a lot harder with the mount. Man, I just lost my train of thought, but it's you have to plan decently before, and then you have to plan even more during the op, because whatever you think is gonna happen is not probably gonna happen.
So the environment for you plays a very big factor in how
Yeah.
you develop your tactics now.
Because if we were to try to build a battle plan or a plan of attack on a town in Takistan, it would be a lot different than how I would plan an attack on the last op, where there's a forest around the objective that we have to take out, I guess, because you have more stuff to work with, I guess.
That's fair. I think on Takistan there's just a higher visual, you know, like you have so
Yeah.
much more to see, and now it's like, bro, those trees are gonna be fucking shooting fucking
Yeah.
bullets.
Next bottom up, Ace.
Now he
Oh
gets
shit!
it. No.
Didn't even hear what you
Might
said.
make a good NCO yet. Yeah.
You know what? You're done with your pipeline. That's all you needed to do.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's
You're
go.
demoted. Get back down there.
Yeah.
Oh man. What do you do, Ace?
Nothing. Walk into
Why were you
minefields,
so red?
Oh my
Hey,
god.
oh.
get shot in the leg.
Flag out.
Not pulling any punches right now, bro.
Yeah, this is,
I
I've been
mean, you
saving this.
you can say all that, Machina,
I've been-
but
You're
been-
gonna be point man every op.
I mean,
I would
Machina,
love to do
from what I heard, you just don't follow orders. So I mean,
That's
Hey, I don't follow orders because the orders are coming from you.
oh,
Lord.
Oh,
man.
Fight! Kiss,
All right,
kiss,
bring it
kiss.
back, y'all. Bring
What?
it back.
What?
Ace,
well,
answer the fucking question, Marine.
I think now, no matter the environment situation, I have a special soldier going first because I know he has great capabilities.
very well. Very
He's a Lance Corporal, but I'm not gonna say his name. But I think we all know who I'm talking about.
Soldier?
Um,
This ain't the
No, we
army,
don't-
the hell?
We don't have special people or soldiers, so no.
What?
Don't know what you're talking about.
I think he's talking about pleb. I don't know.
He's a little too. He's too bad.
Now,
Yeah, it makes
Pleb
Um,
is an interesting person to bring up on that, actually, because he would
Um,
just walk forward with a 240 belt wrapped around his other wrist and just kill everything.
Yeah, I don't even tell him what to do anymore. He's just like, yeah, I know, I gotta go. I got you.
Yeah, I just gotta kill what's in front of me. Alright, yeah, I mean, fair.
Kill.
Just like,
Alright.
dude, chill out with
On
the
a
ammo.
serious note, though, it's kind of really depending on the environment. So, urban cities, vehicles stay out, people go in. Deserts, it's pretty honestly, kind of can do whatever, really, because it's open. Obviously, don't skyline too much, but like we can see them way before they can see us most of the time, the enemy. So it gives us a lot of advantage in terms of recon and assisting the environment and defenses. But trees and forest, fuck that. But it's kind of the basics of it. Cause I don't want to go in depth. I need like a specific scenario or whatever.
What?
So for the corpsman, it's pretty much if you're in an urban environment, you work on somebody, get them into a building that's been cleared for cover. If not, if you're in an open field, get trenches up to cover your ass. That's pretty much about it. Other than that, we just go with the flow of what infantry's doing. And if I've got a response team, they're pretty much their own fire team. So they help with clearing buildings and such if needed. Which that still surprises the hell out of me that we got enough corpsmen to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Oh.
Saber?
I I guess I'll speak on it from the other side and like kind of what to plan for. Because obviously, people it's put out now. The next island that we're going to is Tanoa, and we've seen some jungle terrain and stuff in Pulau. But when we get to Tanoa, there will be ops where we will have to. We will be moving through different areas in column formations, not because like we choose to, but there's not a way to spread out through some of the tree line. There will be, and PLA, quote unquote me, will take advantage of having to go down single lines of approach. Y'all will need to prepare for tripwires, ambushes. Like, I got a lot of dirty things planned for Tanoa, and I'm very excited to implement it. Dave hit the notes on like urban, desert, and some woodland terrain, but jungle, talking about like you could be within 5 meters of somebody, and then when they turn a corner around a tree, they just, they could go from being in a scenario where they're surrounded by friendlies to turning a corner and being looked down by 3 or 4 barrels of PLA that we didn't know was within 10 meters of us. There's that kind of dense jungle that we're going to be looking forward to. I advise learning a way to occupy some almost like daisy cutter bombs for Tuma. Find something that destroys the forest in the surrounding areas, because it's going to be needed. Like, there's going to be some scenarios where like we just can't push through an area because it's that just entrenched. So that kind of stuff is going to be interesting. I don't want to give all the answers. I want to see what our leadership and stuff will come up with as in SOPs for jungle warfare, because in real life, like, Marines are very talented at taking, and occupying jungle territories. They are the embodiment of embrace the suck. So the humidity, the bugs, everything like that, they don't care. It just doesn't affect them. It might affect them, but not as much as what it affects other troops. And so I'm excited to see what our guys can kind of come up with to, get our guys ready for those kind of same scenarios.
Shit, you're not even combating the enemy. You're also having to combat the environment.
Yeah. I mean, think about trying to get resupplies in.
Yeah.
to fucking where?
Drop it in there.
Our resupply crate is stuck in a tree.
I pray that happens. That would be so funny just to hear on the radio. Be like, what do we do if our resupply crate gets stuck in a tree? Figure it the fuck out. I don't know.
All right, gentlemen. I have to get going. I have a meeting for my raid team I gotta go to.
All right.
See you, White.
My pick for the wheel is going to be Nap.
All right.
Demoted.
Nap it is.
And then my backup my pick for the backup will be, let's see here. Pagan.
Pagan? Nap and Pagan. All right.
All right. You guys have a great night.
All right, we'll see you. Let's see, for me. Oh, dude, I've said it so many times now, but trees and lasers, man. Trees and lasers.
Oh, that's gonna be fun for Tuma. In the jungle.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, other than that, like, speaking on like urban versus rural, obviously when we're operating in an urban environment, one thing, especially between Tuma and the JTEX, that has to be a concern is collateral damage. We don't want to destroy too much of the infrastructure, because obviously you want to leave the environment relatively in the state that it was in when we arrived to it. More open and open and rural environments. We're pretty much relatively free reign on the size of explosives that we can use and munitions and whatnot. But yeah, definitely these next few months are going to be challenging when trying to use laser guided munitions. It'll be interesting to see how it all turns out.
Time to use dirty bombs.
Yeah.
What was the point of the question again?
How do you adjust your tactics for the environment that you're in, whether that be urban versus rural, jungle versus open desert?
So it's always going to depend on force, like multiplier and output between you and enemy forces. I think is the first step to understanding it all, just inherently. Rural, it comes down to coverage and security of lanes. That's all rural is. You just take mount and then apply it to a city, and then you dumb it down from there. And you just, you do the best that you can, because sometimes you'll clear a building, and then a dude from another set of buildings will come in and, hide in a building that you just cleared or whatever. If you're dealing with a, outer urban environment that is or suburbs, you'll have probably more visuals, not as dense in terms of like urban infrastructure or trees. And then jungle, which the unit actually hasn't, on a large scale, has not dealt with a jungle map. When I say a large scale, I mean anything past like 4 or 5 weeks. So Pulau is probably the first time we've ever gotten this close to jungle warfare. And been in it. And then we're going to Tanoa, which is just Pulau on crack. Personally, for me, I don't really know how it's going to come to when it comes to combating op forces in jungle warfare, especially if it's a case scenario where we can't bomb the shit out of it because we need some sort of case intel or VIP. It's just going to be one of those, you need to fucking everything you know about like distance and spread is gonna be redefined because of the jungle itself. So knowing who's friend and foe, who's moving where, who's holding security where is going to be super important and vital, because the PLA will definitely use the trees and all the urban elements as cover, and interlaid ambushes and walking into ambushes will probably be something we see quite a bit of as we advance through the islands. But yeah, that's my take on it.
Hell yeah.
I think we can end it there.
Yeah, we sure can.
Wheel of Crayola.
Alrighty. Let's get this here.
Wherever you go, that's
all right.
where I'll bust.
Machina. What is your pick for who will be selected as the guest next week?
I want pleb.
Pleb is not available. Pleb is in the Australian outback.
He's gone forever.
I forgot about that.
So
You know
White
what?
picked Nap and
I
Pagan.
want Lone.
Lone has already been on.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Yep.
I just can't pick.
You pick winner.
All right.
The names on the wheel are what you can pick from.
Yeah. Pick a name.
Oh, I was even looking at your stream. I want cannabis. Cannabis is always. Or Psycho.
He won't be here next week.
Okay, is Psycho available?
Yeah,
Psycho has already been
probably.
on.
Yeah, he's been on.
Oh my goodness. Come on. All right.
Damn, bro.
We're picking down the list.
I'm going with I'll go with Bison.
Bison. All right.
Okay. Little bison bops.
So you got Ace.
Brecker.
Brecker.
Oh, Brecker.
All right.
He's a liberal.
Cyber. Who you got?
So Rooster's back around. I would love to get Rooster on the podcast, man.
Rooster is?
Rooster was back in chat this morning. He got his license over there in India.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's back around chilling with some people. So I'd be
Time to beat
kind
him.
of cool.
Here comes the rooster.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Love to get Rooster back, dude. Hell yeah.
I am gonna go with Lemon.
Gay.
Demoted.
Lemon and spicy.
Demoted.
I'm gonna say Cunningham or I'll say Cunningham or Ark.
Cunningham or Ark. All right.
Demoted.
Spin that ball. You need to like increase the time so it's like 30 seconds spin. Corbeck.
And it will stop spinning in 4 hours.
Corbeck.
What a liberal. Ow, I just cut my big toe. Ugh. Lady Gaga is on tomorrow.
All right, let's spin for the backup, shall we?
Back up, Google won't do.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Marine Corps.
Put it in my butt. Oh,
What?
Who was the first person?
Corbeck and
Corbeck and Rock.
Dude, that was close.
Yeah, baby.
Alrighty, look at that. We got Corbeck and Rock. Fucking
Two
booga
Mechie.
booga,
Two Mechie guys.
Two Mechie people, yeah. You got one in the pipeline and yeah, that other guy. With that being said, that concludes today's podcasted episode. Light on the viewership. You're all demoted.
Uh-oh.
Final comments, questions, concerns, Machina. What do you have?
Can we all just like publicly beat Ace?
That's my job.
We could do that on Friday during GWI.
Oh, that's
I
valid.
will not be in attendance, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Damn.
We'll do it in your name.
I've got to serve my country, the NJRTC unit.
Oh.
That's gross.
Yeah,
Guys, y'all
okay.
smell something?
Never say that again.
I did 3 deployments in the NJRTC.
Alright, you can get it.
Okay.
Alright, you're done.
You have to start the
All right.
pipeline all over.
With
Oh,
that being said, everybody, thank you for watching today. If you're watching in the future, we appreciate you. Join the 13th, like and subscribe, eat the beans, rock hilly babies.
Beans
Mega
are
babe.
good for your body.